Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Super Auto Pets. I am here on a Sunday. So this weekly is going to be weird. It's just the way that the daycare was sick, my kid was sick, I got sick from that, and then I gave my wife the illness, so things are like all topsy-turvy. This weekly, I'm recording like 4 episodes of it on a Sunday, so for like the next week, you're going to get the weekly that came before. Like, there should literally be, there's only 6 hours left in the weekly. Here's what I'm going to say. Don't create a false dilemma. Right now, the way things are at home, it is not the choice, hey, should we play the current weekly or should we play the past weekly? The dilemma is current weekly, which is the one that exists for me in the present moment in which I have time, or no videos whatsoever. So I know I said that we were done with the weekly after the last episode, but that's because I forgot that I would have some time on Sunday and I could actually get a little bit ahead of the curve. I know what you're thinking, a little weird on this one. Let me be a suspicious gladiator. Suspicious just kind of sounds like a gladiatorial name to begin with. You know what I'm talking about? I also am excited to be using the Frilled Dragon because, I mean, quite frankly, people who have been using Frilled Dragons have kind of been beaten on me. It seems like up to, if you get the perfect stars align, like, type of situation, it's got to be a draw, right? It's a win! Oh my god! Even better than a draw, controversially speaking. It seems like a really good way to dominate the early game if you can get, like, a level 2 Frilled Dragon pretty early, and then a bunch of faint triggers, which it appears may not come to pass, but that's fine. I'm really happy with this just because our cockroach is going to be insanely strong. It would also be a great inheritor of these stats, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to cry about it. It didn't work out, and that's all right. Watch this. That worked out. All of a sudden, we got a 512 plus meat laddie. Hello, Tomo. I wasn't talking about you. I know. Hello, my son. Hello. How are you? He loves to visit when he hears me talking. He's probably like, why are you talking in a fake New York accent? I don't know. It's just, it's muscle memory at this point, to be honest with you. Early here on a Sunday morning. Sports commentators when they need to fill space and build a moment, but they don't know what to say. The atmosphere is electric here on a cloudy but unseasonably warm January Sunday morning in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. Faint triggers. I'm not really trying to, like, go hard committed to this Frilled Dragon bit, but at this point, it's like if I could just get one more level on it, or one more unit on it, I guess, in general, it might be enough for us to feel okay getting rid of it soon after. Go ahead, go ahead. The luckiest draw of all time. Thanks for the rat. Me at the rat store. Okay, this. Let me look at this for a minute. Let me get a good look at you. You would be, hi, buddy. You're going to be an 8-8. I think forget scaling temporarily and lean into the goodness. I wouldn't say I'm thrilled with it, but lean into the goodness of what is now a 10-10 Frilled Dragon that has been shuffled up to the front, which actually might be better considering we're going up against hippos. But this will be a good wake-up call for us in the future to see how long this Frilled Dragon can go for, and in Dr. Suzian terms, to see how long is the tail of a Zong. You know what I'm talking about? No, some of you guys haven't been keeping up on your the things you can think, and that's fine. That's fine if that's what you're... If you're not embarrassed, I don't think you necessarily have to be embarrassed. I'm going to go for it. There's no real reason to level up the slug apart from the fact that it gives you a higher tier unit in the shop one cycle early, but I wouldn't say no to an early monkey. As the bare naked lady said, haven't you always wanted a monkey? Hello, Tomo. Hi, buddy. Now, what if we... It's kind of like put up or shut up time. I think it's time to start unwinding the Frilled Dragon. Getting rid of that allows us to now get rid of an ant, and then lean into what actually benefits us. I'm not 100% sold on a donkey. A falcon has been like, well, first off, it's a hawk, but it's been up and down for us this week. We're going to have to sell it at some point. I know it seems like a weird time to do it, but I think maybe it's one of those things where it's like sooner rather than later. It's good to get rid of it. And then you want the slug to work. Like, this is a pivot to like a shark build at some point. I don't know exactly where the point will be. I do know it's going to be a painful pivot for us. I can promise you that. We weren't making it through the seahorse, much less the puppy at this point. But we can still get there. Just believe in it. Turkey is like exactly what we're looking for. And then we'd really love to see a shark. A rhino kind of eats our squad alive until the slug gets going. I'd like our turkey not to get killed before it's time. No shark. No shark is kind of a... I mean, there's not that many other units that work well with what we got going on here. A fly would be nice too. But to be honest, even though I've played this game for 20 years... I don't know what tier a fly is. I feel like it was definitely tier 6 for a while, and then it became tier 5 or something, and then maybe it's still tier 5. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. It's looking kind of bad. It's looking kind of bad. I'm gonna run level 2 turkey. It does make sense to like to combine the anteaters, run a lionfish up at the front. We have to get through this rhino. Please, please spare me. Spare me? How many? Are you kidding me? How many times does it get to shoot, bro? It got to shoot 1,000 times. It soloed the potato. Okay, this is an important moment for us. Obviously. We have to try. It's the rhino and the hippo should be removed from the game immediately, or even better, just given to me would also be fine. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. Just get over top. You're almost there, brother. You're almost there. Hang on. You got there. There's something to this. We are not cooked. I told you, we're not cooked. Now it looks pretty bad, but we're not cooked. I really can't see the slug doing it for us here. I'm just addicted to, like, this insane play. Maybe, like, they have a rhino up front. Let's put a garbage unit up front instead. Screw them up a little bit. I think we did screw up their dodo, at least. I would be thrilled, or at least I would be content. Thrilled is not the right word here. I would be content to lose to the sloth team. I think this is a great example of how hard it is to win with the sloth. I mean, that team was, like, really good, all things considered. Especially when you consider that they're weighed down by a sloth, but okay. Here's the deal, brother. It's a bit of a spicy play, but I think the anteater has served its purpose. Let's see if we can get a warthog out here, which is kind of like you're simultaneously buffing the lionfish as well, because the warthog will give its stats to the lionfish. Please, please. You can do this. You can hold. You don't. That's why you don't play a level 3 rat against me. I got a level 2 turkey just waiting for it. Go ahead. And donut? Does donut even exist this week? I don't know. Either way, take a steak for the moment. Level 2 lionfish would go kind of crazy. We're holding better than I thought we would. That's not gonna do it though. Alright. I can't be too upset. When you mostly lose to hippos and rhinos, you're like, I don't want to say like I wouldn't bring myself down to that level, because I absolutely would. We were on a different path. We were on a perpendicular path, or parallel, destined never to meet except as enemies. How about tasty bagels? Been eating a lot of bagels lately. Something's not right. And I'll eat a good bagel, I'll eat a bad bagel, and I'll be happy in any circumstance. Something's not right with mass-produced grocery store bagels. Like, I bought 2 dozen on January 22nd, let's say. They don't go bad until February the 16th. Like, is there literally plutonium in those? Like, what's going on? What kind of food ingredient in bread, which is wheat, which is like readily accessible carbohydrates, which is literally sugar. Like, how do you keep the bacteria out of that? How do you keep the mold out of that? What are you putting in that? Is this even food? Like, or is it like drywall material or something? It doesn't make sense. It's non-perishable, or at least it takes way longer than you'd expect to perish. Or maybe I'm the one who perishes as a result of my consumption of it. I don't know. That's why I'm asking the internet, the experts, if you will. Tell me, Legolas, what do your video SAIs see? Okay. You gotta say, if nothing else, I'm not as bad at the early game as I am at the late game. Because the early game is predominantly driven by luck. You are basically playing Go Fish, and especially in this situation, when 60% of our squad is Piscine, if you will. You're just trying to match the blues with the blues and the purples with the purples. And we take those. I think I did that in the wrong order. And I think this is worth it. Fish me. I should have taken the croissant instead of nothing. I think I should have taken the croissant. But I still think our squad is kind of goated with it. Big plays, that's fine. Eventually you go up against a bigger fish, and then we go back into, like, we regress into the loser's bracket, and then we go crazy on the loser's bracket. How about this instead of a croissant for now? I don't see the real need for the lollipop just yet. Bison, please. Hippo. I think we owe it to ourselves to get hippo. I would actually... It's crazy to do this, but this is how much I value having the hippo out there early. It makes our penguin worse, there's no doubt about that, but it makes our hippo a lot better, a little bit faster, and an early hippo or an early rhino, like, if you can get stats on it, the only thing stopping it is, like, another version of itself. So I feel like, you created the Joker, you created the situation that led to the conditions for your own demise, and for that you'll pay the ultimate price. And that's on you. So ideally, I would love to see a tropical fish, a penguin, or a hippo. It sounds optimistic, but that's like, in poker terms, that's a lot of outs for where we stand presently in the game. Normally, I'm like rolling for nothing. I'm hoping that like an ICBM missile appears, even though it hasn't been added to the game yet. Okay, these are big levels. Go ahead, can me. At least we're doing something. Now, level 2 hippo. Sell the tropical fish to secure the buffs, and then we're going crazy. The only negative that we have right here is the hippo in the middle of the team is not good. And we can afford to change that now, I'm realizing. Chocolate. It's a beautiful thing. Monkey. Snake. Snake's pretty good, but I gotta keep my scalar up there. I guess I'll go... I'm gonna do this for now. I'm gonna go crocodile grape. Maybe I should be playing this on Sunday mornings more often. I feel like my brain it's running permutations I normally stay away from. Or maybe I'm attributing way too much success to just getting good stuff from the shop and letting it filter out and think that I'm becoming good at the game after this long, which sounds like a foregone conclusion, but I'm still waiting. Still waiting. I think this is basically already over. Without getting cocky, I think it's hard to have constructed a team that's better than the team that we got. Now, you could clearly do it. Apparently, though, oh, never mind. I got a little underconfident there. Normally, it's the opposite. That being said, I think that the only thing that would scare me on sight, except for like a 50-50 bison this early, is a scorpion up at the front. That's the counter pick. Don't forget, though, it's not just the hippo. It's not just the hippo. It's the fish as well. Look, that was a gimme. I told you we'd run losers bracket, bro. Basically, I think if you get a hippo or a rhino on a cycle earlier than you're supposed to get it, you're looking pretty good. Let me be like a shy bush. Like Jeb, you know? I know you thought I was probably going to go in like a more follicular-minded direction than that. No, we're bringing up the 2016 election again, at least the primaries. How about this? That's the way we do a little cerebral humor here. A lot of people, on YouTube, it's all skibbity this and salad fingers that. I like to bring a higher-minded level of discourse, okay? The architect and the builder arrive calmly from their escalator with a sense of purpose. The head is soaring. I love it. Let's go lasagna mode. Text I send to my mom before she has a wellness check called on me. Hey, honey, do you want to meet at the Olive Garden? Don't worry, I'll handle it. I'm going lasagna mode. I am the angry pumpkin. You know what I'm talking about? You may not. And that's okay. It's for the best, honestly. It's probably for the best. That's bad. There's a large ant. And I'm not talking about... Let's not go there. Oh, man. Okay, this is good, right? This is pretty good. A tropical fish is a nice unit to have. We don't really know, except for the seahorse, we don't really know who benefits from the health yet, or who should benefit long-term, I guess. Another... Let's just be honest, this is a stack full of a squad full of studs right there. My lord. I don't know who to buff, bro. I think Seahorse can stick around. But then it kind of makes the rest of our purchases a little strange looking here. I mean, I feel like 10-10 Seahorse is still like... It's pretty good. Say like my number one strength in Super Auto Pets is I'm absolutely dog water at appraising a squad, which is great because for the most part it leads to statements like there's no way we could lose this one seconds before losing, or like I don't think our team is that good, and then all of a sudden we're at like 9 wins in 12 rounds or something like that. Not to accidentally, you know, reference John Cena or anything, but that's why he's the GOAT. So this squad, I thought it was good, and it's kind of... It's a little trashy right now, but maybe there's something we could do. Okay, I think we have to be mature here. We have to be grown-ups. You have to take a hippo. It must be done. You should take the lasagna on the hippo. You should get double lasagna. You should sell the ants, no disrespect. Or, whoa, hang on. Level the ants. Oh, what if you ran a hippo rhino, bro? What if you went crazy mode with it? What if you sold this Andy right here? And this Andy right here. But then who's scaling who, bro? It's 1 HP. Who cares? Sorry for the other rhino, but it is what it... I probably could have done this differently, but it is what it is. We must take action regarding that individual. Okay, don't look too much into that. That's Dr. Phil's dad, bro. Dr. Phil. That's going to be a tough one to get over at the best of times. What you should care about is... Yeah, go ahead. How things look once we get this lasagna out. It just makes sense to me to go lasagna happy on our frontline unit. We hold. Because that we guarantee the use of our power there, minus, you know, situations where a scorpion exists. But I think this makes sense. We keep you around because you're part of the squad. You can take a carrot. It shouldn't be that essential, but we'll take our level then. I do like ya. I like ya. Are we saying no more lasagnas? We might be saying no more to the lasagna, in which case we'll put this out there. Forget about that. The only thing we lack, we have great units. We might have like the 3 best units this week. What we lack, and we lack it in a big way, is scaling engine horsepower. We have the scaler, we need the horsepower. The horsepower. That's, thank you. It's, I guess it's dog power. I'll make the joke so you don't have to. And this is also good, but I would rather have broad scalers. I'm sorry to have rolled so much, but I'm telling you, the archetype for the success that we want to have here, this is okay. It might not be a win, but it's okay. Hold, hold. It's okay. It's not okay! What is the greatest spawning of all time? Help me. I'm not putting the pineapple on you. It runs... It's antithetical to our purposes. We'll keep it Russell Crowe style and take the lesser of 2 weevils. It's the same squad. This is a cruel joke. Don't even get me started on the Angel's thesis. Wow! It's the 4 wins? I told you! I told you, that's my principal strength in Super Auto Pits. I have no idea whether our team is good or bad. And that's what keeps it dynamic. Thanks for watching. Because if I knew what was good and bad, I would just build what's good and bad. Instead, it's like a slot machine every time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps it a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I will see you next time. See ya!